Hello, sir. You okay? Can you tell me your name, please? Why can't you tell me your name? Okay, is there a reason why you're
You filming me?
Is there a reason why you're
filming? Are you filming me?
Yeah, I am, sir.
Yeah, well, tell me that you're filming me. Yeah. Introduce yourself properly.
Okay.
Go on then.
No, I'm just wondering why
Introduce yourself properly.
You're going to listen to me?
No, I'm not, unless you introduce yourself
so
properly.
you're detained.
Okay.
For a stop search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Okay.
You're joking. What? You must be joking.
My name's PC Harris.
Hold on. What information have you got to call me a terrorist?
So this is the legal bit.
What information you got to call me a terrorist? What information have you got to call me a terrorist?
I can't explain it until if you overtalk me. Okay.
Go on then.
If you let me talk,
I'll overtalk you anyway. Well, go on then.
You, okay?
Go on then,
because that's the legal stuff I need to get out.
Go on then, get the legal stuff out of the way.
Searching you.
Go on then.
So, Section 43, Terrorism Act.
Who are you?
As I said, I'm PC Daniel Harris from Collindale Police Station.
The speed at which the officer jumped straight to detaining the auditor is genuinely shocking. Without properly introducing himself or carrying out any reasonable investigation, he immediately declares, "You're detained for a stop and search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act." This wasn't policing, it was prejudice. Section 43 requires reasonable suspicion that someone is actively involved in terrorism. Filming from a public space, even outside a sensitive building, does not come anywhere close to that threshold. By rushing to detention before gathering facts, explaining his concerns, or making any genuine assessment, the officer revealed he had already decided the outcome before the interaction even began. This is not how the law is supposed to work. It's a misuse of terrorism legislation to cover discomfort, not a response to genuine threat.
The reason I'm searching you, the reason I'm going to search you, is because we've been called here by people in security.
Yeah.
You're filming a significant parade today for the Metropolitan Police Service.
It's a public parade.
You're also filming buildings.
Is it a public parade?
You're also filming buildings.
It's a public parade, yeah? And I'm on a public pavement, yeah?
Security cameras and gates.
Okay, I'm on a public pavement as
so
well.
for that reason,
Can't you film in public?
Sorry?
Can you film in public?
Yeah, you can film in public.
Cheers. Well, that's what I'm doing.
However, you are.
And you didn't come and ask me anything. You just come up to me and detain me under a terrorist act. But you haven't. No, but you're supposed to question me and ask me why I'm here. So you're just gonna just because filming in public is not a crime.
I told you why.
Filming in public is not a crime.
I'm going to search you now, sir.
Go on then.
Okay, you are entitled.
Right. No. I'm going to put it down.
I'll put it down on the floor there, sir.
Good policing starts with communication. It means engaging with people, asking questions, and assessing the situation before making any decision to detain or search. But in this case, the officer skipped that most crucial step entirely. Instead of talking, he went straight to detention that a simple conversation could have cleared everything up in seconds. Instead, the officer chose intimidation over dialogue, exposing an authoritarian mindset that is not only unprofessional, but dangerous. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act exists to tackle genuine security threats. It is not a catch-all excuse to detain someone just because they are holding a camera in a public space. Misusing it this way doesn't just undermine the law, it erodes public trust in policing itself.
Can I pick up my camera?
Of course you can, sir.
So go on then, say that again.
I'm alright, thank you. You're not going to listen to me anyway.
Oh, no, I've got you on camera now. Now I can
I've been
rewind
on camera
it.
the whole time. You've had it down there.
Now I can rewind it again. Yeah, so...
I can't remember
Yeah?
now, sir.
Oh, you can't? Yeah? Oh, that's bad being a police officer. So when you go to court and the judge asks you for stuff, you'll turn around and say, I can't remember, seconds after trying to give it all the big one. You must be a really corrupt police officer. You can't remember 2 seconds after saying something, yeah? Is that what you are as a police officer? You are a joker. Do you agree with me or don't you agree with me?
I'm just coming to assist.
Look, well, I'm also asking you a question, whether you're assisting or not. You're here.
Come out later.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You heard what he said. You've been standing there, and he said that he stopped me under. No, you just heard what he said just then.
I heard
Come on.
43 of the terrorism.
No, you heard him say that they've said that I've been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that a crime? Being here before filming? Do you think I should be stopped under Section 43?
I don't know why he stopped you under Section 43.
Okay.
You'll have to ask him.
Oh, well, he's not making much sense because he's already illegally detained me.
If this situation truly involved a terrorist threat, the second officer would have had no hesitation in clearly explaining the grounds for the stop. But instead, his hesitation speaks volumes. It shows even he didn't believe the legal threshold for detention had been met. That uncertainty exposes the reality. The first officer wasn't acting on evidence, but on impulse. If there had been a genuine threat, every officer on scene would have been united and consistent in their reasoning. Instead, one distances himself, leaving the other exposed. This isn't counterterrorism, it's control. A snap decision made without legal justification, without evidence, and without even consulting colleagues. A textbook example of policing driven by ego rather than protocol.
Why ain't your number on full display?
Sorry?
His number's not on full display.
Yes,
I can't.
it is on full display. You can see
Have a
his
look.
number on
Have a
his
look.
shoulder.
Have a look.
I can see it right now.
No, you can't.
3620.
No, that's because you know him.
It's right there.
Yeah. Well, I'm not looking there, am I? I'm not looking there. I'm looking here. I'm looking here.
Don't
Look.
get too close, please.
Oh, don't get too close. Why not?
Because
You
it's
was
my
close and
business.
personal.
I'm just trying to write this out.
I'm
Threatening?
writing you a letter
I've got a camera. Is that a threatening thing?
You don't know what
Well, I'm
looks
telling
threatening
you,
to
I
different
am not
people.
threatening anybody.
Okay, right.
Okay?
You've got it written down on a piece of paper.
But I'm telling you, I cannot see it.
Okay, well maybe you should get some glasses then.
Oh, you're being discriminative now.
I've got a couple of,
Are you being discriminative?
sir.
What are you being discriminative? But I should get some glasses. No,
hesitation.
don't tell me I should get glasses.
Just
Don't-
pay
oh my
attention.
God,
He's
me
written your
either.
slip now.
Don't start getting
An officer's shoulder number isn't just a piece of uniform. It's a cornerstone of police accountability. It exists so the public can identify officers, especially when their rights may have been infringed. Yet when the auditor raised this concern, the female officer didn't address it or correct it. Instead, she mocked him. Think about that. A member of the public has just been detained on shaky legal grounds, and rather than respond with professionalism or empathy, the officer resorts to sarcasm and dismissive remarks. That kind of reaction doesn't just undermine trust, it reveals a mindset fundamentally at odds with the principles of professional policing. This wasn't a lapse. It was an attitude problem on full display.
illegally touched me up, yeah, which I totally feel degraded.
If you want to argue about it after, I'm not going to argue
There's
about
no
what
argument.
I've written or
There isn't
anything.
an
You're going
argument.
to try and catch me out, whatever.
No, there's no argument.
You're free to walk around here, as I said, in the public. So if you want to film the parade,
why wasn't that said?
I'm happy now who you are. There's nothing that we need to be unhappy with, or the security team are unhappy with.
You
like
know
that.
you messed up, don't you? I mean, 43.
I haven't messed up,
Come
sir.
on, 43.
I haven't messed up.
That is ridiculous. That's so ridiculous.
You might think so.
It is.
But
How many terrorists have you actually caught walking around covertly filming? By the way, yeah, in its very nature,
It's a
in its very
significant building
nature,
on a significant
right?
day, sir.
Hostile reconnaissance
So-
under Section 43 is overt filming. Yeah, and I'm covertly filming. I've got my camera out. I'm in a public place. That should have been the last section that
Okay,
you come
I'll put you in
and
this
try
bit-
to
I'll put you
detain
in this
me.
position, okay? If you were one of the security guards, they're protecting this parade today.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you do?
I'd have to observe. I'd have to sit there and
Okay, I
look.
think that's
You
what they've
can't.
done.
No,
Obviously,
they
my
haven't
colleague's
done
gonna
it.
speak to them.
I haven't been over
I
there.
haven't been here,
But I haven't
so
been
I
over there. I haven't acknowledged them at all.
When the auditor challenges the weak justification for his detention, the officer deflects with, "If you were the security, what would you do?" That single line exposes the problem. He isn't making his own assessment, he's leaning entirely on third-party suspicion. But here's the reality. Just because a security guard raises a concern, it doesn't automatically create reasonable suspicion of terrorism. That's precisely why the police are there. To apply independent judgment, not to rubber stamp someone else's assumptions. Security staff might feel uneasy about a camera, but discomfort is not a terrorist threat. The officer's failure to distinguish between the two isn't just sloppy policing, it's a glaring lack of training in critical thinking.
I've been here about a minute and you came a minute after. I didn't
Right.
go over there.
Okay.
They didn't see what I was doing. They saw me filming, which I'm lawfully able to film, yeah, legally.
As
So
I
they
said,
shouldn't be doing anything.
As I said to you,
Security isn't there to get
you're-
people
you're-
detained under Section 43.
As I said, you are perfectly right in saying you can film, and that's not a problem.
Yeah,
It's not
so
a
that's what
problem.
they should have been told. Why have you come and you've literally come, as I've said, you've defiled me, you've searched me, you searched under me groin and everything like that, yeah?
Search the belt line, sir.
Well, did you search my legs?
Yeah, I did search
Well,
your
that's
legs.
under me groin.
Okay.
Anyway, right? And I feel humiliated about that because
Well,
I've done
I apologise
nothing
if
wrong.
you feel humiliated. I don't want to make you feel humiliated. And if I did do that, then I apologise. As I say, if you wish to complain,
No, but by
it's all-
detaining
I've
me-
given you all the reference numbers that you need. As I say, the full form is going to be completed as soon as I get back to the police station. So if you want to complain about it, by all means do.
It's literally coming up to me. And although you might said that I was being persuasive or whatever the word you use,
Evasive, sir.
evasive,
Evasive.
yeah, right. Do I have to answer any of your questions?
Sorry?
Do I have to answer any of your questions?
You don't have to. It's your
Okay,
opinion. You
okay,
don't- It's
no,
the
but-
same with the name and address, sir. You haven't given me your name and address.
But I don't have to.
That's fine.
No,
And,
but
and I haven't questioned
by
you about
law,
that.
do I have to?
But I haven't
No,
questioned
but I'm
you about
asking
that
you,
ever.
by law,
know,
do I have to
haven't-
answer you?
You've not given me your name and address, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. I will still put
So why
on the
didn't you
form
just continue it
regardless.
that way?
So-
You shouldn't be doing this, or you
because-
can be doing this. I mean, I'm legally, lawfully able to film,
No.
yeah? Regardless if I want to answer you or not. That's my
as I said,
prerogative.
you
This
can-
is England.
Yeah, as I said, you can film. I've got no issue.
Yeah, but that's what you should have come along in the very beginning. I should not have been detained. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You've come along, right, with the simple fact of detaining me under section 43.
No, there's more
yeah,
than that,
because,
sir.
well, how long did you
I
take
need-
to
I need-
try to
I need-
establish whether section 43 was...
How long would you need?
Well, more than what you done. You was there for about a minute, if that, trying to get me to say
I
something.
was asking you questions.
And then I asked you if
why
you're
were
filming
here,
me,
what
right?
your name
And then
was,
you
your
should have been. Yeah,
intentions.
but
I was asking you several
what's
questions.
my name was and what's my intentions?
Yeah, and why-
but
why
do
you
I
were
have to
here?
Do I have to tell you that?
When the auditor presses him, you came straight in with detaining me under section 43. How long did you take to establish that? The officer doesn't explain his reasoning. Instead, he snaps back. How long would you need? That response is more than dismissive. It's revealing. It shows he didn't take any time to weigh the context, gather facts, or apply the legal test for reasonable suspicion. Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, the bar is far higher than vague unease or someone choosing not to hand over their name on demand. B, while flipping the question back at the auditor, the officer exposes a troubling mindset. That speed alone justifies detention. But policing isn't about reflexes. It's about judgment. This exchange makes it clear the officer wasn't applying the law carefully. He was acting on impulse. And when detention becomes a reflex instead of a reasoned decision, rights and accountability are the first casualties.
I have to give you that
I
information.
was trying to find out why you were here, sir.
No, you was trying to oppress me, right?
Because
Because I'm doing it lawfully.
example, if
I'm
you'd
not
been
doing
a-
anything wrong. I didn't commit a criminal act.
For example, if you'd been a family member here today, they didn't have a ticket, for example, and you were here and you said, "Look, I'm a family member," blah, 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 then I.
But I'm not.
Right, okay.
I'm a member of the public,
Yeah.
lawfully filming, which I can do.
Yes, and I've just
Well
said. there's
then, so
nothing
why
wrong
would you
lawfully
come up to
doing
me and stop me under section
it. As I
43?
say, I've explained on the slip.
I'm not a terrorist, never would be a terrorist.
Why I've done it, and I'm going to add some more to my electronic form, which I do back at the police
Apology,
station.
you're going to add an apology to that you shouldn't have stopped me
can't,
under
uh,
section 43.
No, because I
That you
believe in my
realised
grounds,
later
I
on
believe
that,
it was a
se-
legitimate search.
Say that again?
I said it was a legitimate search, and I
Did
believe
you
it
have
was
any
a legal
credible
search.
information that I could
I
be
did
in the
have
tele?
credible- I did, sir.
What
So-
credible information
Can't
was
tell
that?
you everything, sir.
You've
because
got no credible information about me.
When the auditor rightfully asks for an apology after being stopped under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, the officer flat out refuses. Instead of acknowledging the possibility that he got it wrong, he insists the search was legitimate. That response speaks volumes. It shows a stubborn refusal to accept accountability. Rather than reflecting on whether his grounds actually met the legal threshold, he doubles down. As if admitting fault would somehow weaken his authority, the cracks become even clearer when the auditor presses further. What credible information was that? Instead of providing a clear and lawful explanation, the officer hides behind, "I can't tell you everything." That's not just vague, it's a blatant cop-out. It's the kind of evasive answer officers use when they have no solid reasoning to fall back on. In reality, this isn't about protecting sensitive intelligence. It's about concealing the fact that the decision to detain was impulsive, unjustified, and completely lacking in credibility.
The only credible information you could have known about me is that I was out here filming. You wouldn't know me from Adam.
No, there's a little bit more than that. I can't go into it. As I say, if you wish to complain, you've
There's
got
no
everything you
more
need.
to it.
Anyway,
And
sir,
the security are
have a good
aware
day.
that you're filming. They'll
Stop
let
being
you be.
discriminative and stop
you,
telling
sir.
people to wear glasses.
Sir,
Right,
nice to meet
yeah.
you. Take care. Thank you.
This final moment sums up the entire encounter, a chain of poor judgment and bad policing. After all the threats, the aggressive detention, and the flimsy justifications, the officers ultimately had to back down, proving the auditor was right from the very start. The biggest failure was how quickly the lead officer detained him under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, without any real investigation. He asked a name, jumped to detention, and called it reasonable suspicion. That's not policing, that's abusing anti-terror powers to assert control. And when challenged on his reasoning, his excuse, "I can't tell you everything," only confirmed what was obvious. He had nothing credible to begin with. Equally troubling was the female officer's behavior. Instead of addressing the auditor's legitimate concern about her shoulder number not being visible, she mocked him, suggesting he needed glasses. That wasn't just unprofessional, it was petty. It showed exactly how little respect they had for accountability. Perhaps the most revealing moment came when the second officer admitted he didn't even understand why his colleague had detained the auditor under Section 43. If this were truly a terrorist threat, every officer would be crystal clear on the reasoning. Instead, the confusion exposed that this was about ego, not law. And in the end, the officers simply walked away, muttering that security was fine with the filming after all. No apology, no accountability, just an attempt to save face. But their actions spoke louder than words. They mishandled the situation from the very start. This encounter shows how some officers, when challenged, will double down on bad decisions rather than admit fault. If they had taken the time to communicate, investigate properly, and respect the auditor's rights, this could have been avoided entirely. Instead, they left with their authority undermined and their actions exposed for everyone to see. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me keep bringing you independent coverage. And make sure to check out Yardleyski, linked in the description. Show him some support. Thanks for watching. This was Rate the Audit, and I'll see you in the next one.